Hey guys, welcome back to Pretty Girl Practice, and in this video I'll be talking about what medical school is actually like. So I currently am a first year medical student at the University of Texas Medical Branch in Galveston, and I'm originally from Dallas, Texas, so Galveston wasn't too far from home. And the University of Texas Medical Branch also has other health professional schools, so they do have a nursing school, a physical therapy, occupational therapy, and a few other things as well. I'm going to start off by talking about my class size. Okay, so I am one out of 230, about 230 people. So it's actually a huge class. It's very big. Like, it doesn't sound that big because you're like, oh, I'm in college and there's like 256 people with my lecture. Okay, well, just imagine like your whole biology lecture class just being your whole class in medical school. Like, it's a pretty big class. And so every day, like, I see new faces. There are people that I have like literally never seen before. And when I graduate, like in 4 years, like there'll probably be like 30 people that I've just like literally never even met because there's so many people and just not enough time or interest. Another segment that I have to add is an ethnicity breakdown. So the numbers that I have are for the total enrollment for the entire School of Medicine, like all 4 years. So I got 43% white and about 20% Asian and 20% Hispanic and 12% Black. And so the remaining percentage are the others. You guys can do the math on that one. But in my actual class, okay, so out of 230 people, there are 15 Black people. So in my actual class, Blacks only make up 6.5%. So the 12% in the entire population is not that high in my actual class. So 15, and about 11 of us are girls. So there's only 4 Black men in my entire class of 230 people. So those numbers are really low. Okay, so my peers. Okay, I guess I'll talk about like how I like get along with them, if I like them and stuff. Okay, so the first week of school, like everyone was very like friendly and nice and stuff. And I'd say, most people are still somewhat kind, but I don't know. I'm a very like nice and friendly, bubbly person. So when someone isn't, I'm kind of like not really receptive towards them. So just like little things I notice that bother me, like we all have to go like together as a class to places, and it's like we're all going to the same place, and then like one of my medical student like peers like won't even like keep the door open, or like they won't hold the door open for you, like it'll just slam in your face. And normally like I would let that slide, like I'd be like, okay, they're in a rush. But I'm kind of like more critical because I'm like, this is a future doctor of America and he can't even hold open the door. Like, what? What happened to empathy, fam? What happened to the empathy? So, there's just like little things like that. Like people will bump into you and like not say excuse me. And these are just general manners, guys. But I'm just saying, I just feel like as a healthcare professional, you should be more considerate of others. And if you bump into them, say excuse me, hold open a door. I don't know what type of doctor y'all want to go to, but they won't be mine. But don't get me wrong, there are other people in my class that are extremely nice. So I'd say it's like a wide range, it's a spectrum of people. But I can't lie, some people get on my last nerve. Like, some people are just so annoying, and some people, like, they're just annoying. Just annoying. Out of my peers, that about 50% are like married or engaged, and then 30% I would say are like in relationships, and then the other 20% is comprised of people like me, single. Um, so there's single people, I would say, are definitely like outnumbered. There's more people dating, And I can't lie, like the amount of like spousal support that a husband or wife could provide must be nice. Um, I live by myself, and I can't lie, it does get lonely at times. To class every day. I generally wear like t-shirts and shorts. I don't really dress up often. I don't even usually wear jeans because comfort is key with me. There are only a few days, which is like once a week, where we have to dress up when we see a standardized patient in the testing center, or excuse me, simulation center. And so we have to wear like business casual clothes with our white coat. But I personally don't mind that. Like, I think it's fun. Every time I wear my white coat, like, I feel like I'm playing dress up. So it's nice. Oh, as far as friends go in medical school, so I have made several friends in my class, and they're really cool. Like, I really enjoy their company. But it would be nice to have a friend that wasn't in medical school here locally. Just because, like, I don't know, I don't like talking about school all the time. I just need to, like, take a break and decompress and talk about, like celebrity gossip, who got married, who is Taylor Swift dating now, girl. Like, I just want to have, like, lighthearted, fun conversations, things like that. Life outside of school. Do I have one? I'm still trying to figure out myself. So, I mean, I don't study 24/7. I study like 22/7. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so as far as the hobbies that I do try to incorporate in, okay, so I'm trying to find stuff, extracurricular activities, so I don't go crazy. Because in undergrad, like, I feel like I didn't, like, school was school, but I had other things going on. Like, I do different stuff on the weekend. I had a job that I could go to. I loved my job. But it's like in med school, I can't work. Everything is just pretty much revolved around school. So what I've currently been trying to do is find a church home. I really need to strengthen my relationship with God. And so my goal is to work out 3 times a week. Have I hit that goal? No. But that's why it's a goal. Okay, I'm going to work out 3 times a week one of these weeks. And it's really good to stress relief and stuff, so I don't just have to think about school all the time. I'm looking into trying out yoga or Zumba or something. Probably just yoga, though, because I just need to namaste. Okay, and Netflix. I do fit in time for Netflix sometimes. I just finished The Get Down, and I just finished Stranger Things this week, actually. If you guys haven't watched those, you should. They're so good. So that was a good break, study break. And so I live in Galveston, so we have this little beach. I don't know if you've ever been to Galveston. The beach isn't that it's definitely not Miami, but me and my friend, we've gone to the beach several times, just to be by water and just forget about school. And also, another thing that I started doing, so I volunteer at this free clinic put on by my school. And so at the clinic, it's free healthcare to people in the community, so they can come and get checkups and stuff and not have to pay for anything. So it's kind of like giving back. And so they have different nights. So they have like a derm night, an OB-GYN night. They have a psychiatry night. And they have like a general medicine night. So far I've been to like general medicine and derm. And I actually went to derm today. So derm was really fun. I got to see some scraping off of skin cancer cells. So that was interesting. I'd never seen that before. So yeah, that's pretty much my life outside of school. I really don't have one, guys. I'm not gonna lie. So the class that I'm currently taking, I mentioned it in the last video, is the gross anatomy and radiology. So this is where we dissect the entire human body. And then we also learn the radiology part. So we learn how to read x-rays, CT scans, and MRIs as well. And so this week in lab, I'll give you guys a lab update. So today we actually drilled into the skull and we cut off the connections from the skull and the brain, and we removed the brain from a human body. And in biology lab in undergrad, we dissected pigs, we dissected starfish, cow hearts, sheep hearts, but a human brain? And I mean, I guess I'm so used to it now, it doesn't really faze me anymore, but I guess when I say it out loud, we actually dissected a human brain. So, I mean, I don't know, I'm still immune to it, but I guess that's a big deal. I just need to pass my test. So I don't have the shock factor because I need to pass my test. And the craziest thing about my day, I've just been coughing because I got bone dust, cranium bone dust, stuck in my throat. I didn't wear a mask today in lab. So I've literally been coughing all day. Bone dust, guys, bone dust. And I kind of mentioned this in the last video too. So we only take one class for 8 weeks. So it's like a super condensed class. But it's nice because it's only one at a time. But we only have 2 tests. So we have a midterm and a final. So it's kind of like no pressure on your test, right? So you really have to do well because you only get 2 chances. But the next class we take will actually start, we finish this class in 2 weeks. So we'll start our next class the Monday after because we take our test on Friday. So you'll have Saturday and Sunday to live your life, and then Monday back to the books. So the classes are definitely very difficult, obviously. And how does it compare to college? I would say, okay, so that saying about the fire hydrant, it's definitely true. And I feel like that's for any grad school program because grad schools in general are just ridiculously overwhelming and it's a learning curve. But you adjust very quickly. You just find a way to make it work. But it's definitely difficult and it's definitely overwhelming at times. I'm not gonna lie. There have been days I've just cried because it's just so much stuff, and I am not a superwoman. I am human, and it gets overwhelming. But the main thing to have is confidence. Just fake it till you make it, honestly, and don't stay down for too long. And one last piece of advice for students that are currently in college: just go have fun. I know school is hard and you just want to study, but make sure you make time for yourself and your friends and your family because there's not much fun to be had in medical school. So have all the fun you can now, because once you get to medical school, it's rare.